Sports.
Hello YouTube, it's your boy Epic Gamer 210 back at it with 2K, but this time it's 2K17. I'm rocking with Arizona, James Harden, but I'm not a shooting guard though. I'm still point guard. Adam Rivers, you already know. Let's get it. When that's or not.
You get the feeling that we'll be seeing the next.
Let's go. I got the legendary gold edition.
And Greg, you won't quite say it, but then I will. Okay, everybody in attendance is here to get a look at Prez, widely regarded as one of the greatest prospects in the game. But it's not a one-on-one battle we'll be seeing. I mean, we have two great programs looking to solidify their rankings as we move closer to the tournament.
Now look at the Illinois starting lineup. Fresh is out there with 3. Then there's Campbell. Then there's Harper. And it's Robertson at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Tell you what, it's not easy being tagged the top high school prospect, as Prez was early on for his class. But you have to give him credit for taking the honor in stride and keeping his feet on the ground while his head was in the sky.
Yeah, and I think what keeps Prez grounded about being that top recruit is that he knows it means nothing if he doesn't continue to grow and perform at the next level. A lot of players will think they've made it when they get that accolade, but Prez knows it's just the beginning.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop. Alabaster kicks to Rivers. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. And he's good on the three-ball. This is what happens when you don't crowd Prez. Give him just a little daylight from the perimeter, and he makes it look easy. Pass to Campbell.
First home game, we can't lose this. Oh yes, we bring them down.
5 on the clock. Now the feed to Roberts. Illinois needs to get a shot off. Fresh. And they'll turn it over and able to get the shot off. 35-second shot clock violation. Johnson is checked in for Harper. Rivers with it.
I didn't even customize none of my moves
at
yet.
the top of the key, Alabaster.
Oh, good layup.
An easy layup and coming off the pin. And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Full credit goes to him on that one, Greg. I mean, the defense played pretty good position, but just couldn't do much about it. That's just better offense that time.
Here's Fresh. Grant Alabaster making his last shot.
I didn't even upgrade my player yet. I got 100,000 AC, but I still didn't upgrade him.
Fresh, the pass to Roberts. Here's Free. Out of bounds. Arizona takes possession. Ewing's checked in for Arizona. Then for the Fighting Illini, Morris is checked in for Campbell. Porter comes in for Fresh and starts to subbed in for Free.
It's so evident just how impactful Prez is on the floor. I mean, he has the size and the skills that few point guards possess. And what sets him apart is his leadership on the floor.
Yeah, and Prez just has a cool and calmness about him that keeps the whole group on the same page. Even if things aren't going their way, you can't put a value on just how important that is to a team at any level. And it's why many think Prez is the next big thing at that point guard position. And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
So on the floor for Illinois, we've got Johnson. Porter is out there with Starks. And it's Roberts in at center. Now, here is Morris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Arizona leading by 4. Up top, Rivers. Covered by Starks. Alabaster dishes to Rivers. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Lewis. It's good. And the defense just gets going. Standing around.
same amount of points, and he's bugging out. He's not trying to say me.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Ever to pass that.
Guys, so far it's been a close one, and these teams seem to be very evenly matched.
And I think it's going to be one huge run that decides this game. Someone like Prez will get hot and just maybe make 5 in a row, and then it is curtains. So you can just kind of feel a change in the air here for the second half.
Rivers, he's in a point guard. He's out there with Alabama, and it's Lewis in at the bottom. And for the Fighting Illini, Harper is out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot.
When you talk about Prez, one thing that I think you need to keep in mind is that he epitomizes what it means to be a student athlete. I mean, never takes shortcuts in the classroom and is a very dedicated student off the court. Love to see that.
Yeah, and just talking to Prez for a few minutes, and you'll see how seriously he takes his academics, not just for himself, but for everyone in his life. And the fact he values that education speaks also, I believe, to his character.
And for Arizona, Rivers in at point guard. He's out there with Alabaster, and it's Ford in at the 3, the small forward. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Arizona leading by 5. Alabaster in the corner. Another 3 for Arizona.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Free against Rivers. Harper with a screen on Rivers. Free passes to Roberts.
Defense.
And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Illinois trails by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, that was a steal.
Here's Harper. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a new group getting ready to come in for the Fighting Illini. Arizona leading by 8. Here's Lawson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What handle? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Roberts is checked in for Lewis. The Fighting Illini also with a sub. Johnson's checked in. For Arizona, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Starks against Lawson. Lawson on the double team. And the call will be against Prez. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morris.
And one reason why Prez jumped to the top of the prospect list is because he had a great coach during high school. Coach Washington Falls gave him incredibly sound fundamentals, and it's allowed Prez to have a strong base with how he plays.
And not only did Coach Falls help him with his foundation as a player, but he also provided tremendous insight and advice into the world of basketball and the world that's around us in basketball. So I think Prez owes an awful lot to Coach Falls for the player he's become.
So on the floor for Illinois,
Bro, what was that?
We've got Johnson. Thomas is out there with Starks. And it's Morris in at the small forward. And it's the Fighting Illini with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Timeout called the Fighting Illini.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah.
And here's Arizona now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Three-pointer. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Rivers. And Arizona leads by 17. Starks, kicks to Morris to stop the run. It's hauled in by Ewing.
Let's hold this.
And here's Arizona now.
We don't need no more possessions.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And here's Rivers.
In the game. In the game with. And I made it.
So Arizona wins it. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.